sweet to me, she lives down in Tennessee. Oh, Sarah Jane, nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Oh, rock by my Sarah Jane. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Around her all my life, dogs left for just 1 mile. Oh, Sarah Jane, nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Oh, rock by my Sarah Jane. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. We'll go down to the fishing hole. Oh, Sarah Jane, nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Oh, rock by my Sarah Jane. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane, rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. So sound. Highway robbers is a-comin', gonna tear your playhouse down. Dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cocoa ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, gonna lay on and Corey down. banks of the sea. Had a 44 tied around her and a banjo on her knee. Dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, gonna lay down and Corey down. Wake up, darling Corey, and go fetch me my gun. Well, ain't no man for trouble, but I'll die before I run. And dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, gonna lay darling Corey down.
Thank you very much, and let me say it's very much our pleasure to be here at the Banjo Cafe in Santa Monica, California. I'd like to begin by introducing my picking partner of the last 12 years. Before coming with Country Gazette, he worked with Lester Flatt and the Nashville Grass. Before that, he worked with the father of bluegrass music, Bill Monroe. Before that, he had his very own group out here in California that was very, very influential, the Kentucky Colonels. Right. Would you please make welcome a real bluegrass legend, Roland White from Nashville, Tennessee. Since 1972, Country Gazette has spent something like 200 days a year out traveling around the country, all over the country, but we play quite a bit in the Mid-America region, and they have a type of farmer there that it's called a wheat farmer, and what they do every morning is get up and get on their tractors and they plow all morning one direction, then they turn around and plow roll back in the evening. And we play for a lot of agricultural type communities, and we look for a long time for a song that would relate to these people that we play for. So we have one Roland's going to sing for us. It's called Sweet Alice Chalmers.
Give it a strum there and see if it's coming through. Go. That's right. you so long, I feel like I'm glued to your wheel. Your rusty exhaust pipe sings me a song. It sounds just as bad as I feel. Day after day, Lord, ain't nothing to lose. Point this old tractor ahead. I wished I was drinking a bottle or two and loving some sweet thing instead. I got a sweet running tractor, a 4-bottom plow, but it can't take the place of a St. Joseph gal. I had me a pretty woman down by St. Joe. She lived over yonder away. She swore that she loved me with body and soul. Then she just left me one day. A man could go crazy, stone deaf and blind, fighting that 4-bottom plow, watching the black dirt roll over behind, with the sweat beating down on his brow. Got a sweet running tractor, a 4-bottom plow, but it can't take the place of a St. Joseph gal. Sweet Alice Chalmers, I rode you so long, I feel like I'm glued to your wheel. Your rusty exhaust pipe sings me a song that sounds just as bad as I feel. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is one of the new guys in our band here. He's been with us since the first of the year, January 1st. He's from Franklinton, North Carolina. Been in Nashville. There you go. You got a plus there on it. He's been in Nashville, Tennessee now for the last several years, working with Wilma Lee Cooper, and I've had the pleasure to work with Gene Wooten many, many times around Nashville, and we're both off the road. And we're really happy to have him with us from Franklinton, North Carolina. Gene Wooten on the dobro. Let's give him a big hand. What are you going to do, Gene?
We'd like to pull one out of the hat that I learned from Uncle Josh Graves and Cousin Jake. They had a little solo album back when they were still working for Flatt and Scruggs. They had several nice tunes on it. This is an instrumental. It's got a little bit of a Latin beat, I guess you'd say. It's called the Dobro Rumba.
All right, thank you very much. That's Gene Wooten there with the Dobro Rumba. This next tune we're going to do for y'all is a tune we did that was brought into the group back in 1978 by a couple of Texans, Joe Carr and Mike Anderson. They had previously had arranged with their group, brought it to our group, we learned it, recorded it, and it's I guess one of the most requested tunes we've ever done. And we're going to feature another new member of the band here on this song. He's going to sing the lead on this. He's from Oklahoma. He's from Empire City, Oklahoma. He's been playing music since he was that big. Plays banjo, plays guitar, mandolin, bass, fiddle, plays them all. He's very good. Going to hear a lot more from him a little later on. But we're going to feature him on this song here. Let's give Billy Joe Foster a big hand from Oklahoma.
All righty. I guess it's no secret that last year was not that great a year for the bluegrass music industry. All right? Agreed? All right. Well, Country Gazette doesn't mind too much because, as Gene's going to tell you here, our Uncle Clarence has died and we have money in the mail.
Yeah, right. I'm always looking for my payday rose ground. Well, I feel just like the rabbit that the dogs is running down. But today I got a call that said by Friday without fail, there'll be a lot of money in the mail. There's money in the mail. My Uncle Clarence wrote me in his will. Hallelujah. Since he died with heaven, I don't have to go to jail. Hallelujah. There's money in the mail. I'm gonna pay off everybody that I owe. Well, most of them is people I don't even know. Call up that county sheriff, get them bloodhounds off the trail. Say, don't worry, boys, your money's in the mail. Well, I'm no good at making money, no matter how I try. One time I even put my body up for sale, but no one had a dollar that they want to throw away. Well, that don't bother me now. I got money in the mail. There's money in the mail. My Uncle Clarence wrote me in his will. Hallelujah. Since he died and went to heaven, I don't have to go to jail. Hallelujah. There's money in the mail. Well, God bless Uncle Clarence, though I never knew him well, because thanks to him, there's money in the mail. There's money in the mail. My Uncle Clarence wrote me in his will. Hallelujah. Since he died and went to heaven, I don't have to go to jail. Hallelujah. There's money in the mail. There's money in the mail. My Uncle Clarence wrote me in his will. Hallelujah. Since he died and went to heaven, I don't have to go to jail. Hallelujah. There's money in the mail. Hallelujah. There's money in the mail.
All right. Well, we have Gene up here all warmed up, ready to sing. We're going to get him to do a real old traditional country music, bluegrass type tune. In the bluegrass and early country music tradition, there's the theme, or a common theme, is the idea of home and how hard it is to leave, and how hard it is, even harder to get back sometimes, and how sometimes when you do get back it's not quite as you remembered it, and there's a bit of sadness there. The song we're going to get him to sing deals with that subject, and it's a song that is the first country music song ever recorded. It was done by fiddling John Carson back in the 1920s.
That is to say, the first one that had words.
And it's called Little Old Log Cabin in the Lane.
Just a second. Near the little old log cabin near the lake. Oh, the chimney's falling down and the roof is all caved in. Laying in the sunshine and the rain. About the only friend I've got left is this good old dog of mine and the little old log cabin near the lane.
The fences have all gone to decay, and the creeks they have all dried up where we used to go to mill, and things have changed their course another way. Oh, the chimney's falling down and the roof is all caved in, letting in the sunshine and the rain. About the only friend I've got left is this good old dog of mine, and the little old log cabin near the lane. What little time I have left, but I want to rest content while I remain, till death shall call us dog and me to find a better home, and the little old log cabin near the lane. Oh, the chimney's falling down and the roof is all caved in, letting in the sunshine and the rain. About the only friend I've got left is this good old dog of mine, and the little old log cabin near the lane. Letting in the sunshine and the rain. Well, the only friend I've got left is this good old dog of mine, and the little old log cabin near the lane.
Oh, thank you. That was the Panhandle country there. And we're going to get our shy little bass player up here to do one. And as Roland said, he's quite a musician. He plays all the instruments, plays banjo real good, plays the fiddle. We're going to get him to do that a little bit later. Plays guitar, mandolin, sings, changes oil, knows a lot more about the business than we do. And if there were more of him, he could have his own band. But there's not. What you going to do for us, Billy?
I know what it means to be lonesome. means to be lonesome. I know what it means to be blue. I know what it means to be lonesome in dreams when there is someone there with you. Since we parted, Lord knows what I've been through. I'd give all I own just to have you back home. I'm lonesome for you. Oh, I know what it means to be lonesome. I know what it means to be blue. I know what it means to be lonesome in dreams when there is someone there with you.
All right. I think we cut a little short there, didn't we? We didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. I know I did. This next tune we're going to do goes back to the early 1950s. Some folks off the Grand Ole Opry had a big hit on this, Johnny and Jack. And there's a song that I learned off an Old Monroe record. That's one entitled Poison Love. For your poison love is staining my blood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know my life will never be the same. All my pleadings have all been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And you know that you are guilty of the shame. Into each life for love is born for one and one alone, dear. The love I chose is surely not for me. For your poison love is stained the life's blood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know our love was never meant to be. For your poison love is stained the life's blood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know my life will never be the same. All my pleadings have all been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And you know that you are guilty of the shame. Judgment tells me to say no. For your poison love is stained the life's blood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know my life will never be the same. All my pleadings have all been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And you know that you are guilty of the same. For your poison love is stained the life's blood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know my life will never be the same. All my pleadings have all been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And you know that you are guilty of the same.
Okay, I'm sure there are a lot of bluegrass pickers and fans in the audience. And what is the favorite key of all bluegrass pickers? B. You're absolutely right. You know, if you go to one of those festivals and Bill Monroe's there and he has a big jam session and he announces the key of B natural, the click of capos can be heard for miles around. But we're going to get into the bluegrass picker's favorite key, and we're going to do something that happens at bluegrass festivals all the time, and that's just how some players get together and they sort of get started on a song, and somebody jumps in and changes it, and you head in another direction. Somebody comes in and does it again, and you go in a completely different direction. And at a bluegrass jam session, there's two things you have to know. You got to know water and whiskey. And that's what are we going to play, and whiskey we going to do it in. Now we already know the key. That's a good one. See, you people aren't as hip as you may think you are. You laugh at. See, that was what I just did was called a pun on words. See, that's called a pun on words. And we're going to get Roland to start off because we already know what key it is. So, Roland, you're going to have to tell us what we're going to start with. Then we're going to take a little break after this. And during that break, we're going to sell a few records. And if you've heard something during the show that you like, we probably have it on record. And we probably have that record here, and it's probably for sale. So if you'd like to step up afterwards. And as I said earlier, we've been in trying to do this for the last 12 years. And in those 12 years, we've managed to get our albums within $7 of being free. So, I mean, they started out costing several thousands of dollars each. And you can have, not the original, you can't have the original, but you can have a copy of our album. So if you're interested in that, we'll have some of those. We have a brand new album that Roland is involved with that's sort of a Nashville Super Pickers album that features Jerry Douglas and Bela Fleck and Mark Embry and some Blaine Sprouse and Pat Enright, and they're called the Dreadful Snakes. And we've got that, and we have a brand new live cassette tape that we're real proud of Country Gazette. So if you like live things and cassette things and Country Gazette things, we have something for you. So what did you say you was going to start with there, Roland?
Ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Oh, I know that one.
And it gets better after that. Okay, I do too. I want to introduce, everybody knows who he is. I'm sure everybody knows who he is, but he's going to kick us off on this on the banjo. From Norman, Oklahoma, Alan Mundy on his 5-string. Let's give Alan a big hand. And as you know, Alan Mundy has written a lot of good banjo music, has a lot of albums, banjo albums, instrumental albums. Yeah, right. Now we have all of them with us tonight.
Sweetly I love you as the waters murmur springtime blossoms so fair. In the fall when it withers away, dear, and they tell me that's the way of your love. It was spring when you whispered these words, dear. The flowers were blooming so fair. But today as the snow falls around us, I can see that your love is not there. Oh, they tell me your love is like a flower in the spring.
Now, will you love me, little darling, when I'm in some other land? And you know I can't be with you, or will you be loving another man?
Will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? When I return, will you be waiting? Or will you be loving another man?
Now don't be crying on my shoulder and telling me that love is grand. And before I'm out of sight, dear, then be loving another man.
Will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? When I return, will you be waiting? Or will you be loving another man?
Now if I find this to be true, dear, I want you to please understand. When I return, don't say you're sorry, just keep on loving another man.
Will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? When I return, will you be waiting? Or will you be loving another man?
Well, back in the days of my childhood, when everything was still, I used to sit and listen to the box sound with my dad in the old Kentucky hill. I'm all right back to the old home that road winds on up the hill, but there's no light in the window that shines on the road where I live. Well, soon my child days are over. Why I had to leave my old home. Well, Dad and Mother were called to heaven. I was left in the world all alone. I'm on my back to the old home. That road winds on up the hill, but there's no light in the window that shines on the road where I live.
Well, from what I've been hearing, dear, you pray God it may. You've got a lot of fellers on your lover's head parade. Well, if I can't be your number one, I don't know what I'll do. Gotta get plumb up to the top, I'm so in love with you. On your parade, love, I know I'll never stop. I've got a long, long way to climb before I reach the top. But if I do get there soon, I really have it made. Then I know I'll be number one on your lover's hit parade. heart I'm after, dear, for it's so nice and kind. Another one to take your place would sure be hard to find. So put your arms around me and be my turtle dove. Then I feel like I'm number one on your hit parade of love. On your hit parade of love, I know I'll never stop. I've got a long, long way to climb before I reach the top. But if I do get there soon, I'll really have it made. Then I know I'll be number one on your lover's hit parade. If we work together, dear, like all good lovers should, we can make a carpet, everything will turn out good. Well, we could have so much fun, we'd really have it made. Then I know I'll be number one on your lover's hit parade. On your hit parade of love, I know I'll never stop. I've got a long, long way to climb before I reach the top. But if I do get there soon, I'll really have it made. Then I know I'll be number one on your lover's hit parade. Then I know I'll be number one on your lover's hit parade. Thank you.
We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Don't run away. I'm going down, 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 going down, down, down. Got nobody to love me now. I'm so bound, bound, bound since you left this town. Since you left, I'm going down, down, down. So lonely. I never thought my head would ring so low. I love you, my darling, and you only. Don't know where you are, but there I'll have to go. I'm going down, 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 going down, down, down. Got nobody to love me now. I'm sorrow bound, bound, bound since you left this town. Since you left, I'm going down, down, down. You know. Could it be you never gave us time? But in your heart it knew as I knew love. If so, then your love was not with mine. I'm going down, 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 going down, down, down. Got nobody to love me now. I'm sorrow bound, bound, bound since you left this town. Since you left, I'm going down, down, down. Since you left, I'm going down, down, down. Since you left, I'm going down, down, down. Well, right. Thank you very much. Cafe on the banjo.
Okay, we'd like to pull another one out of the hat from back in the Flat and Scruggs days, I guess. This was recorded on an album by Josh Graves and Jake Tulloch, well, while they were still working for Flat and Scruggs. And they did a song called Right Before My Eyes.
Before my eyes, you tore my world apart. I bet you didn't even hear me cry. You took everything that ever mattered when you walked away right before my eyes. You came to me and said that you were leaving. You said you just dropped in to say goodbye. And before I could even answer, then you walked away right before my eyes. Right before my eyes, you tore my world apart. I bet you didn't even hear me cry. You took everything that ever mattered when you walked away right before my eyes. These days you've left me, but I guess I'll spend most all my time trying to shake loose these blues around me since you walked away right before my eyes. Right before my eyes, you tore my world apart. I bet you didn't even hear me cry. You took everything that ever mattered when you walked away right before my eyes. Right before my eyes, you tore my world apart. I bet you didn't even hear me cry. You took everything that ever mattered when you walked away right before my eyes. When you walked away right before my eyes.
Gene Wilson.
All right, now that'll get it right there. If anybody ever asks you for a definition of bluegrass music, just play them that right there. Say that. Every one of those notes there is bluegrass. We're going to get Billy over here to show you exactly how talented a musician he is, and we're going to get him to get his fiddle out. Does everybody here like a fiddle? All right. Well, down where Billy and I come from, the fiddle is a real powerful instrument, and there are a lot of players around that part of the country that are very good, and they spend a lot of their time in fiddle contests, and Billy has entered a few, and this last one he entered, I'd like to say that he told me that he won it, but they only gave him third. So
I've done better than that, though. I got third last year in a fiddle contest with one fiddler in it. I was making myself sound better.
tell them what you want to do, brother.
I'm going to play an old song back home. We call it Sally Gooden.
All right, Billy Joe, thank you very much. Maybe we'll get him to do one a little bit later on, too. Since you like fiddling better than banjo playing. All right. I can take a hint. Okay. Roland, you want to do one? It's a Roland Weiss portion of the show.
We're going to do one here.
Roland, can we say something before you get going? Just acknowledge somebody here in the audience. Roland's brother Eric is here this evening with us, and Eric used to be part of the Kentucky Colonels back in when bluegrass wasn't as popular as it is now. Give Eric a big hand back here. I say Eric fought the good fight till he found out there was more money in country music.
Well, his song I'm going to do that I first heard off of Hawkshaw Hawkins' record. This one entitled The Sunny Side of the Mountain. That's all right, they weren't in tune either. Set this here. That's good. Just a little thought before I'm going far away. I'll be waiting on the hillside where the wild red roses grow, on the sunny side of the mountain where the rippling waters flow. You made me, and so it's been so long since I've seen you, but my love still lingers on. Don't forget me, little darling, though our love affair seems gone. When do you ever think of me? I wonder, darling, wonder where you could be. I'll be waiting on the hillside for the day you recall, on the sunny side of the mountain where the rippling waters fall. Just a little thought before I'm going far away. I'll be waiting on the hillside where the wild red roses grow, on the sunny side of the mountain where the rippling waters flow. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. We're going to call on Gene Wooten to do an instrumental here. This is whatever. Okay. This is one of my favorite melodies right here. And Gene's going to do it for us. It's one entitled "I'll Be All Smiles Tonight."
And a request. We had that request from, I guess, the first Country Gazette fan ever. I think she was there before I was. This last year, Country Gazette embarked on a new musical adventure for us, and that is that we've had our program arranged so that we can perform with symphony orchestras and have, you laugh, it's true. Now, I do tend to joke around a bit, but this is very serious. We've had it, as I said, arranged and have performed with 4 different concerts with symphony orchestras. And we're going to do a song that we do in that performance. We're going to get Roland to sing it. And it's probably one of the nicer of the country-style ballads that we do, and we have it on a record. And as we do this, just imagine this beautiful string section back here playing, and then every once in a while, the French horns kind of come in and play these beautiful harmonies. And then the cellos come in a little bit later on. Just imagine all that, and you'll have a better imagination than I do, I tell you. Anyway, this is called The Last Thing on My Mind.
Yeah. It's a lesson too late for the learning. Made of sand, made of sand. In the wind of an eye, my soul is turning. In your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As we walk along, my thoughts are tumbling round and round, round and round. Underneath our feet, the subway's rolling underground, underground. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You've got reason to plenty for going. This I know, this I know. The wings have been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. We're going to feature Alan on this tune here.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, Alan Monday. This is also one that we have arranged for our symphony shows. This is also on one of our albums. One entitled Sabrosa.
Yeah. Get her, Jane. 4. Alrighty, we have made several references to the Kentucky Colonels with Eric being here and Roland, and I worked a very brief time with Eric and Roland and Clarence in Europe, and swore I'd never do it again, and I never have. I mean, enough is enough. No, we had a real good time over there, and recorded an album over there called The White Brothers Live in Sweden, and Alan Mundy was not anywhere around. I mean, my name was kind of around on the back. See, if you kind of turn it around, and down there in little black print it said he was there too. And we're going to get Roland to do this, and it's one of our favorite of the whole Colonel's era. While we're here, I might mention that we have a brand new album of the Kentucky Colonels, or a brand new release of Colonel's material called Kentucky Colonels Live on Stage, that is my personal favorite of the releases, because it has Scotty Stoneman on it, and Eric is on it some, I believe, and it's just a really fine record. And this is on that record also. I think it's on every Colonel's record that ever was. It's called I Might Take You Back Again. Okay.
My great sin, and I might take you back again. For a long time, the world stood still. I love you then, and I always will. But to me, you've been untrue. There is nothing I can do. Go now, don't wait, please don't hesitate. Loving you was my great sin, and I might take you back again. Now here you are, you're back again. I know that I just can't win. You broke my heart most every day. Now you best be on your way. Go now, don't wait, please don't hesitate. Loving you was my great sin, and I might take you back again. Back again, I know that I just can't win. You broke my heart most every day, now you best me on your way. No, now don't wait, please don't hesitate. Loving you was my great sin, and I might take you back again.
All right, if anybody caught the last Grammy Awards show, did anybody happen to see them? Well, right in between Michael Jackson getting an award for something or other that he did, and Michael Jackson getting another award for something else that he did, they gave a Grammy Award to J.D. Crowe in the New South. Now, J.D. Crowe is a banjo player. I mean, I guess he's as good as they could find at the time to give one to. I mean, I was by the phone waiting, but I guess C comes before M, so they got to him first. You know, it's the only way I could figure it out. They give it out alphabetically. So I've got a few years to wait and I get mine. But J.D. Crowe got a Grammy Award for the Best Country Instrumental of the Year. And we're going to do that for you. The odd thing about it was that it wasn't a banjo tune that got it. It was a dobro tune, and it's one that on J.D.'s particular record of it, Jerry Douglas played. And Jerry Douglas is the dobro player you hear on a lot of the Nashville things, especially with the Whites, Buck White and his family. And we're going to get Gene to step up here and play it. It's one that Uncle Josh wrote many years ago. It's called Fireball. Gene Wooten.
All right, thank you very much. This next song featuring Billy, you're on the lead on this song. Gene and I are going to try to help him out. It's one we have on our All This and Money 2 album, I think. Is that right? One entitled The Tracker.
Beneath the Texas stars, strumming chords on my guitar. If I don't get some loving soon, I'll cry. I'm I'm rolling smokes and folding maps. I'm looking for my baby's tracks. If I don't find her soon, I guess I'll die. I'm following a trail of tears. It's telling me that she still cares. But the trail died up 100 miles ago. Texas moon shining bright. Tell me where she sleeps tonight. And tell the winds to push me to her door. Morning breaks, a rooster crows. I roll my bed and I shake my clothes. And I'm headed for a place they call L.A. She said one day if she could go, she'd like to hear the ocean roll. And I bet she's headed out that way. Oh, coyote sneaking across the road. Oh, did you lose your darling too? Oh, all us old coyotes out tonight, lonesome hearted howling at the moon. Oh Lord, give me the strength to pray and help me find the words to say to tell her I'm no good on my own. And if she listens patiently, I think that I can make her see she's all I've ever needed. She's my home. Oh, coyote sneaking across the road. Oh, did you lose your darling too? Oh, all us old coyotes out tonight, lonesome hearted howling at the moon. Oh Lord, give me the strength to pray and help me find the words to say to tell her I'm no good on my own. And if she listens patiently, I think that I can make her see she's all I've ever needed. She's my home. She's all I've ever needed. She's my home.
Thank you very much. Well, we've come to the end of our portion of the program. There isn't any other portions. This is the end. And we'd like to finish out by saying thank you very much for coming out and sharing your evening with us. We've had a very good time playing here. This is our first time and our last time to play here. That's like a little joke, see, that we all know, because we know it's closing down this weekend. And we're real sorry to see that happen, but hey. anyway, we've enjoyed it very much, and we'd like to end out the show with a medley of tunes by who we consider the premier band in bluegrass music. You may think I was going to say Country Gazette, but I'm not. It's Flat and Scruggs, and we're going to do a couple of songs by them, and if we're feeling real good, and if Roland will let me, we're going to slip into the Foggy Mountain Breakdown for a little bit of that. And might remind you that we still have some albums left. And I know it looked bad over here earlier, and there was a little pushing and shoving because some people couldn't get all the records they wanted. They wanted to buy 10 copies of each particular one, but we just don't have enough to go around. So if you could limit yourself to maybe 5 copies of each album so that everybody could have their fair share, I think it would make it a little easier. And it looked bad because there were a couple of guys that kind of got into it, but we straightened them out. Anyway, thank you very much, and here's the Flat and Scruggs medley.
All right.
Ain't gonna work anywhere. Gonna lay around the shack till Thank you very much. Thank you.
Gene Wooten, Billy Joe Foster, Roland White, and Alan Mundy. Thank you. Thank you. You know, when we set this date up, they explained to us that there's a tradition here, or a house policy concerning encores, and that is that when you finish your last number and the audience starts to applaud, that one of the members of the group has to run to the men's room and touch the handle of the men's toilet and get back before the applause ends, or you can't do an encore. So we always assign Roland, he's the quickest one in the group to do it, but he had to wait in line, I think, was the problem. All right, you can't, you can, but you ought not to do a bluegrass show without doing a gospel tune. And this one, again, is one that we do in our symphony program. It's on our latest album. We're going to get Roland to sing it for us, and then we maybe even let Roland tear into a little quick tune after that. It's called The Master's Bouquet.
Thank you so much. Good night. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Unknown person introducing such a world-famous band. I see they even drugged somebody off the street to be a special guest tonight. I'm real excited to be on this same piece of dirty carpet up here introducing these guys. From outside of California, the Banjo Cafe presents the world-famous Country Gazette.
Sweet Lee, she lives down in Tennessee. Oh, Sarah Jane, nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Oh, rock by my Sarah Jane. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. I've been around all my life, all the left just one wife. Oh, Sarah Jane, nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Oh, rock by my Sarah Jane. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Down the fishing hole, oh, Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Oh, rock by my Sarah Jane. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane, rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and
dig a hole. Darn, dig a hole in the middle. Let's start from I'll try to be paying attention to this stuff. Yeah, as soon as I can. Dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cocoa ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, gonna lay down and Corey down. Wake up, darling Corey, what makes you sleep so sound? Highway robbers is a-coming, gonna tear your steel house down. Dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cocoa ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, gonna lay down and Corey down. Sitting on the banks of the sea, had a 44 tied around her and a banjo on her knee. Dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cocoa ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, gonna lay darling Corey down. Darling Corey, and go fetch me my gun. But ain't no man for trouble, but I'll die before I run. Dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cocoa ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, gonna lay darling Corey down.
All right, we have a special guest in the audience with us this evening. We'd like to have him stand up. Would Rick Gardner please stand up? Thank you. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, I didn't see you over there. Hey, buddy.
We're going to have communion.
All right. Dominic, go frisk him. All right. I'm sure he's no stranger to you. He's no stranger to you than he is strange to us. Would you please make welcome Byron Berline?
Hi, folks. Hey, what are we going to do here? First of all, we'll try to find a place to stand. Say, this is fun. You guys sound great.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I didn't even... That guitar player, you got something else.
Yeah, man. Short.
That's like our bass player. Anyway, shoot, who needs a guitar player when you got all that?
Right.
I mean,
We do. I mean, no. What are you going to do?
I've got this old fiddle here I've never played before. What should we do? Shall we do something like Huckleberry Hornpipe, something like that, or what?
Sure, you guys.
That's all right with me.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Fiddle tune?
Yeah. You want to work in that up, Mike?
Which one? Whichever.
This one right here.
All right.
It's going to be better.
Yeah.
Better for better.
I need it loud.
I bet. Oh, that's a turned up.
That's good.
Tall as it.
Yeah.
Oh, would you like to sit down?
No, that's all right.
It's cool. It's cool.
I get up here and just mess the whole thing right up.
I was turning the wrong one up. Sorry about that.
This is the one. Here.
Okay.
Oh, that's close enough.
Yeah.
going to get the guitar, are you?
Now I am.
You are. You am going to get it. That's good. This is first tune on side one of Don't Give Up Your Day Job. We've always had that bit of knowledge for you.
You want to eat, that is.
How many of you folks going to come down here all week and hang out and just play music and listen? A lot of you, aren't you?
You're here tomorrow night.
I'll be here tomorrow night with all the gang having a big celebrity picking party.
All right.
We just have more fun down here, and we kind of pull the shades down, and people really don't know what happens in here at these parties, you know.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Red zone gets crazy. Are we ready, girls? No. No. I don't remember this. Oh, we do something else. Get it.
Crazy bird, crazy bird, something bird, just banjo fiddle, red bird.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. They're gonna do a song that I really like. It's banjo fiddle tune.
Yes, it is. It's surprised on this one.
It's called Lazy Bird.
Redbird.
Redbird, all right.
Lazy Redbird. That's a good name. That's good. Just banjo fiddle. What are you going to do? Just...
I'm gonna sit here and listen.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
All right, you ready, Allie? Yeah.
You'll tell me how to.
Skip and wait. It starts off with bling, bling, bling.
All right.
Don't you say sunny side of the mountain?
Okay. Billy Joe said, I wish my daddy was here. His daddy likes fiddle. Anyways, all right. Sunny side of the mountain. Okay.
Want me to get down? No, stay right.
No, stay up here.
Stay, please stay.
Got this real soft rain. I'm not used to it.
You guys are coming in. All right, there's no country song, no Hawkshaw Hawkins tune.